late. You're all caffeinated. Let's get some water. Gotta stay hydrated. I got you guys with the show today. Turn these twos down a little bit. How are we doing? Where's the comments? How do I pull this up? If you guys are hopping in here, drop in the comments, say what's up. I just want to make sure people are joining this thing. Okay, I see it. This is my first time doing a live stream, guys. It may take some time for me to get used to this, but this is a new show. I don't know if I'm going to call it the afternoon show. I don't know if I'm going to call it the betting tool show. But what we're going to do is we're going to go into these betting tools over at PickDawgz.com. In my opinion, very slept on. A lot of people don't know about them. And we're going to cook up some winners for you. Oh, there we go. I see the comments. Appreciate you guys. So I'm just going to go into this, man. Let's pull this bad boy up. What we're going to do is let's just go over the NBA slate today. I'm going to go over the NBA slate. I'm going to give you some reads. We're going to dig into some of these betting tools, and we're going to make some money. Today. So I think I'm just going to get right into it. Let's start with this first game, guys. Houston Rockets, Toronto Raptors. And if you guys want to find these betting tools, I should have mentioned that to start this video out. Just go to PickDawgz. You click the betting tools tab, and you can find all this stuff here. We have all the games. All the lines are here. You click more info. You see their win-loss record, ATS record. You get a nice little prop right here. And they have that for all the games. So let's just start off with this Rockets-Raptors game. Rockets laying 5.5 in this one. Total set at 233.5. I also think it's important to look at betting splits, guys. That's personally how I like to handicap games. I like to see where the money's coming in from the sharp side, the public side. I don't think you could judge a pick fully on that, but I think it's good to look at. So checking out the betting splits here for this one. Looks like a lot of love on the Houston Rockets. 67% of the handle on the Rockets, 67% of the bets on the Rockets. So Rockets are getting a lot of love. I don't know how I feel about it, but I will say it does look like there is some sharp money on the under. 77% of the bets are on the over, but 57% of the handle is on the under. So it looks like we are getting some money on the under here. Looking at injuries, something clutch about the betting tools over at PickDawgz.com. Key injuries. You can see the big guys who are out. This is a great way to start your morning. I'm getting distracted by the comments. I gotta get used to this live streaming thing, man. But it's clutch to start your day off when it comes to a handicap perspective. Just looking at the key injuries, see who's out. But for this game, let's check it out. Houston, I believe, so Dorian Finney-Smith is going to be out for this game. If guys are out for the season, it's not going to pull up on this. So obviously Fred VanVleet, he's not going to pull up on this, but he's not playing in this game. And then for Toronto, Jacob Poeltl is day-to-day. He is questionable for this one. So the Raptors are pretty damn healthy in this game. And honestly, guys, when I first read this game, I kind of like the Raptors. I kind of like the Raptors plus the points. And I do like the under as well, especially with that sharp money coming in on the under. I still look at the Houston Rockets as a defensive team. I don't know about you guys, but I still look at this team as more of a defensive unit. Yes, the over has been extremely profitable in Raptors games this season. I think it's 3-1 in Raptors games, but I think an under could be a good play in this game. Let's see what else we got here. We also have these angles. Okay, so this is pretty interesting stuff. Basically, there's an angle for what's profitable so far this season. So road favorites on a back-to-back is covering at an 80% rate. There's no games today that match up with this angle. But we do have some home underdogs coming off a loss. This is cashing in at a 79.55% rate. And guess who's on there? The Toronto Raptors. So I thought that was interesting there. Like I said, 79%. I know it's early in the season, but yeah, I think I like the Raptors here, guys, and I think I like an under. Let me read some of these comments. Hey, I appreciate you. I appreciate y'all. Y'all some real ones. So yeah, honestly, guys, right now I'm going to run the show on Wednesday. I think to get a show popping, I feel like you got to do it daily or at least 5 days a week. So we'll see if I could start transitioning into that, doing these more often. Because like I said, I feel like that's when shows pop off. when you guys know Brad is going to be on here 1 p.m. Eastern time every day. And that's how I get traction. So we'll see what we could do here. Also, halftime shows. Now that I know how to live stream, I may have to talk with the fellas, Ron, Jay, and all those guys. I think we need to bring back the PickDawgz NFL halftime shows, at least on the primetime games. That was one of my favorite things that Mitch used to do back in the day. So maybe I could start running that. Do a parlay at the end of the show. I got you. I'm going to cook up a parlay. There's actually a parlay tool. But I'm on a full tangent, guys. We got NBA to cover. I'm on the Rockets. I'm on the Raptors plus 5.5. I'm on the under 233.5 as well. I'm just going to write them down in here. And I'm going to find a better way to do this. Rockets. We're going under. And then Raptors plus 5.5. Let's see. What was that total set at? 233.5. Bang. How's the Wednesday going for everyone, though, man? I live in Denver, Colorado. It's honestly cold as hell here. I love the fall. I love the fall, man, and I was excited for some cooler weather, but I had to walk the dog this morning, and I was like, damn. I kind of miss that sunshine. I kind of miss that heat a little bit. I don't know about you guys. Nuggets, Pelicans. Let's cover that game. My boy wants to know the play for this Nuggets Pelicans game. For me personally, guys, off rip, we all know how profitable the Nuggets are at home this season, especially playing a team like the Pelicans. I know a lot of people think the Pelicans are back this season. I'm not there yet. This team's still dealing with a bunch of injuries. You still never know what's good with Zion. I was personally on the Celtics in the Pelicans last game. I took the Celtics plus the points. That cashed. The sharp play was definitely the Pelicans. I understand that, but I really like the Celtics in that spot. And not gonna lie, off rip, I kind of want to fade this Pelicans team in this game. Let's check out these injuries. Let's see, man. Guarantee Zion's on this bad boy. Oh, look, day-to-day Zion. I mean, is this ever gonna change, guys? Is this ever gonna change? I feel like Zion for the rest of his career is gonna be permanently on the injury report. And that's the thing about handicapping these Pelicans games and picking the Pelicans in spots. You never know what that man Zion's going to play. And with them still dealing with injuries, big guys that are going to be gone for a while, they need Zion in this lineup to compete, especially with a team like the Nuggets. So we'll see if Zion plays in this game. Let's check out the betting splits on this bad boy. I feel like everyone's going to be on the Nuggets. Yeah. 67% of the bets are on the Nuggets laying the 12.5, and 86% of the handle is on the Nuggets laying the 12.5. So we are seeing some sharp money come in on the Nuggets. Guys, it feels like just a Nugget spot for me. Not a premium. I don't have that game listed as a premium, but I gave that pick out in 7 free picks in just 5 minutes. It seems like a Nugget spot. Cam Johnson, day to day. I feel like they're still trying to get Cam Johnson rolled out. I did see a little streak here. So also on the betting tools, there's these player prop streaks. And one of them right here, Cam Johnson, 11 plus points in home games. His total set at 10.5 points. I kind of like that. Like I said, he's on a new team, but I think Cam Johnson is still an elite scorer. I don't care where he's playing at. Don't get me wrong. He has to share the ball a little bit more in Denver before he was playing in Brooklyn where he was a main guy. But I still think in Denver he's going to eat. Jokic could clear his rebound props in the first half if he wants to. Yeah, I'm not mad at that. What's his rebound props at? Probably 11.5 or something. But yeah, especially if Zion doesn't play, Jokic is going to absolutely eat in this game. So, guys, I do like the Denver Nuggets. We could write that one down. Honestly, no brainer for me. Pelicans are still ass, man. Like, Nuggets laying, what is it, 14? What was that? Is it 14? 12.5. What am I doing? Yeah, I don't know what you guys think about the Pelicans, but this is a game where it might be close at the end of the first, maybe even close at the end of the half. But through 4 quarters, I just think the Nuggets are going to be so much better. Blowout potential hurts EV. Yeah, that is true. Especially when it comes to a player prop perspective, when you see spreads this high, it's always a bit scary taking rebounds, assists, any of that, because this team's up by 20 plus in the third quarter. Those starters aren't going to get a lot of minutes in the fourth, which definitely hurts player props. So what scares me about NBA player props? First, you got to deal with the injuries, and then you always have to deal with the blowout potential. So player prop wise, I think big, close games, tight spreads, that's where the values are with player props. Austin Reeves points. Let's go to that game, man. Let's go to, what is it? Lakers T-Wolves. So obviously this is a revenge spot for the Timberwolves. These teams played last Friday in LA. The Lakers aired them out. It was a blowout winner for the Lakers, but now the Lakers are coming into Minnesota. And let's check this injury report for the Los Angeles Lakers. Oh my God, this is not going to be pretty. This is not going to be pretty, guys. Of course, no LeBron, no Luka, no Marcus Smart day today, Jackson Hayes day today, no Gabe Vincent. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that guy's name. But so that leaves Austin Reeves. That leaves Austin Reeves to take care of the job here. Austin Reeves dropped 50 points a couple nights ago, I believe. 50 piece from the young man. Shout out Austin Reeves. What a baller. The Lakers definitely got them one with him. I would love to see what Austin Reeves' point line is. You know what? I'm actually going to look that up on my phone. It's so much easier. I should look this up on the... So for me, guys, I do a lot of my stuff on the phone, and I just know how to operate things so much better on my phone. That's some millennial-ass shit, I know, but it just is what it is. So Austin Reeves... Oh, my gosh. Austin Reeves' point line is set at 29.5. He is coming off a 41 piece against Portland and 51 against Sacramento. The man has dropped 92 points in the last 2 days. I don't think it's being talked about enough. But his line's set at 29.5, which just seems crazy to me. It's probably the right play. I mean, who else is going to score on this team? Rui? Come on now. Rui's points set at 14.5. Yeah, I mean, it's actually crazy. It's going to be the Austin Reeves show. But if you guys want to play in this game, I think it has to be the Timberwolves. It's a bounce back spot at home. Not a bounce back spot. It's a revenge spot at home. Of course, we know no Anthony Edwards. He's out. But let's see who else is out for the Timberwolves. Yeah, Anthony Edwards and Jalen Clark day to day. That's not going to matter. I just think this is a game where the Lakers aren't going to be able to keep up. I don't think they're going to be able to keep up. Yes, Austin Reeves is going to do his thing, but who else is going to score the ball? Rui? Is it going to be Rui? No, it's Timberwolves. It's Timberwolves for me. Honestly, should have been a premium. Guys, we're slamming the Timberwolves tonight. Let's ride with the Timberwolves. Timberwolves Lakers. What am I doing? All right. I should have made this like a little bit more pretty for you guys. I'm just riding in 11 font Arial, 11 size font. Arial font. It is not pretty. It's not pretty, but this shows a work in progress. Yeah, next game his line will be at 32 plus. Honestly. But yeah, you know what? I'm writing it down. Austin Reeves. We're going Austin Reeves over 29.5. Why not? Who else is gonna score? So, I said Timbers. Let's fix that. Another thing about me, guys, is as you see, I'm a stander. If I sit in chairs for too long, my back starts to hurt. I got lower back pain. I'm not old. Like, I'm 28. Like, I'm getting up there. I'm not getting up there, but it's like, damn, your boy already has lower back pain. I've been doing my stretches. I've been doing my mobility. I've been trying to get it better, but honestly, the standing desk has helped. But now I'm doing this live show, and when I do the morning shows, my legs start to get tired. I'm not gonna lie. But let's keep it going, guys. Let's keep it going. What game do we want to cover? I think someone said Nets money line. Did I see that? Did I see Nets money line? Woo! Where's the Nets game at? Nets Brooklyn. Yeah, I made the video on this game. I did take Brooklyn. When I made the video, I think it was Brooklyn plus 7.5. See, the thing about the Hawks, guys, you can make some money with the Hawks, but laying points, laying over a bucket on the road, as Jay Breaks would say, you're asking for it. I know this Nets team is dog water. Some might say they're the worst team in the league. They're 0-4 this season, 1-3 ATS. It's not pretty. It is not pretty. But does that mean I want to lay 8.5 with the Hawks? I don't think I'm there yet. This Hawks team cannot stop a nosebleed. This team has zero defensive abilities. You give a guy like Michael Porter Jr. Space and time to take shots. You give a guy like Cam Thomas a weak defense. I think the Nets could cook. Nets money line, you got some cojones on you. You got some cojones on you. But Nets plus 8.5. I ain't mad at it. Let's check out the betting splits. Let's check out the betting splits for this bad boy. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it looks like the Nets are catching love. They're catching love, both on the handle perspective and the percent of bets perspective. Looks like the over is also catching a lot of love as well. I don't care. I'm riding with the Nets. Give me the Nets here. Let's see if there's any little player props here, because I feel like this Nets team, I feel like there's some guys who could really take off in this game against this weak-ass Hawks defense. So you got Trae Young, 3+ threes in road games. That's on a 7-game winning streak. You could get that at plus 100. Not bad. You got Clowney for the Brooklyn Nets. I swear, some of these guys on the Nets, I look at their depth chart. I'm like, where the hell did you come from? But this Clowney guy, 4+ rebounds in home games against Eastern Conference. That's hit in 7 straight games. Get that at plus 108. Is over 3.5. That actually sounds a little bit dicey. I'm not going to lie. Kind of like that. Let's see. Dyson Daniels, 6+ rebounds as road favorites. 7-day streak. Not bad. Yeah, I think this is a game where you could attack the prop market. I think it is going to be a higher scoring game. I think the Nets do make it close, so I don't really think there's that blowout potential. I think either way, if you're rocking with the Nets, if you're rocking with any Nets players or Hawks players in this game, I think you're going to be safe. I think we see some guys fill up the stat sheet in this game. So I love Nets, Hawks props, but overall, guys, take the damn Nets. Hawks are ass, man. Romanelli, if you're watching this, the Hawks are ass, bro. I'm just going to keep it real with you. It is Hawk Romanelli Wednesday, but they might just lose this thing outright. Plus 8.5. All right, let's keep it going. Honestly, I thought this show was going to be, so I was practicing the show. I was like, what am I going to do? And I was just sitting in my room by myself. I was like, I'm going to go one game each by game. And now I'm just all over the place. Absolutely all over the place, but I kind of like it. You want to cover some college football? We'll cover some college football. I'll talk about these college football games we have. They're not the best. They're not the prettiest. Let's see what this guy's saying. MPJ's assist line has been low-key look this season. Not mad at it. Keep dropping your thoughts, guys. It actually helps me. If I have nothing to think about, I could go to the comments and boom, you guys got me. Take a little sip of coffee. Okay, what do we want to cover next? Let's go Pacers Mavs. This is a very interesting game. Mavs laying 6.5 right now. I believe they were laying 7, close to 8. Let's see. I think, yeah. So this thing opened up at 7.5. Now it's down to 6.5. That kind of makes me think that some of these Pacers players are getting a bit healthy. Let's see, because this Indiana injury report is not the prettiest. So it looks like Nembhard's not going to play in this game, and Mathurin's not going to play in this game. Those were the two big guys that I wanted to see if they were going to play in this one. Without those two guys, I think it's going to be a tough road for the Pacers. You think the Pacers cover this one? You think the Pacers cover this game? I mean, let's see who's going to be starting for them in this one. Without Mathurin and Nembhard, it's like, all right, you still got Siakam. You got Nesmith. He's a scorer. He could put up some points. Ben Shepherd, he can hit a 3. But other than that, man, I don't know. I checked the history with the Mavs. Let's see the head-to-head here. So the Pacers have beat the Mavs in, it looks like 4 straight, 5 straight. It's a good point. Actually, no, 4 straight. I don't know, man. I don't know if I could do it. I just don't know how the Pacers are going to be able to keep up in this game with all these guys out. Looks like we do have some injuries on the Dallas side as well. Lively, questionable. Gafford, questionable. Exum's not going to play. So the Mavericks are dealing with some injuries too, but the fact that this line's 6.5, guys, I think I'm going to roll with the Mavs. Just playing the injury angle. You lose a guy like Halliburton for the Pacers. I'm the type of guy who thinks the Pacers could still ball out without Halliburton, but now you're starting to lose guys like Mathurin, Nembhard. I don't love their chances. Pacers need to get healthy, man. They need to get healthy. They may have sold their soul to make it to the NBA Finals last year, and now they might just have bad luck with injuries all season. I'm just joking, but they need to get healthy. Guys, I'm on the Dallas Mavericks here. I'm on the Mavs, man. It needs to be done. I will say I took the Mavs in their first game of the season against the Spurs. You guys remember that game? And that was terrible. That was my first NBA pick of the day. I'm sitting there with the Mavs ticket, and I'm just looking at it like, what the hell am I doing? What the hell am I doing? So, guys, I'm not on the Mavs train until Kyrie gets back. I think I'll be back on the Mavs train, but this Mavs team hasn't looked good. Like, don't get me wrong. But in this spot at home against a beat-up Pacers team, I think I'm going to rock with it. So I do like the Mavericks here. Let's see. What other games do you guys want to check out here? Rick Carl revenge game. That is a good point. All right, let's see. Suns Grizzlies is gross. Suns Grizzlies is gross. You know, the Suns Grizzlies, it's like two teams that were kind of on top of the world a couple of years ago. You know, the Suns made it to the NBA Finals. They didn't. Obviously, they lost that to the Bucks. And then the Memphis Grizzlies were kind of just a regular season juggernaut year after year after year. And both these teams have just absolutely fell off. You know, Suns are definitely rolling with the new roster, getting rid of KD, getting rid of Bradley Beal. But even with those two studs on their team last year, they were pitiful. I mean, they didn't even make it to the postseason, I don't think. And then the Grizzlies, with all the jaw stuff, that man just can't stay on the court, have really dropped off too. So it definitely hurts with the Grizzlies for me, because the Grizzlies, I will say, were one of my favorite teams to bet on, especially at home. But at this point, it's really hard to take this. Grizzlies team. My boy wants to know about Anthony Davis rebounds. I got you, bro. I got you. Let's talk about Anthony Davis rebounds. Let me pull up the line. Let me see how we feel about this one. I mean, when it comes to the Pacers, it's like they're rolling with Jay Huff at center. They got Jackson in there too. He's kind of a big boy. Like, the Pacers still have some size in this lineup. So I don't think it's like some incredible matchup for Anthony Davis rebounds. But let's see. So his line is set at 11.5. It's juiced up to the over. You know, he started his season off getting 13 rebounds in each of his first two games. Got 10 against Toronto. In his last game, he got 11 against OKC. I don't know. Oopsie. I dropped my phone. If you love Anthony Davis rebounds like that, go ahead. But at a juiced up 11.5, I don't know if I'm there, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't know if I'm there, especially at that price. Let's see. Siakam points, assists. Yeah. I mean, Siakam and Austin Reeves, I feel like, are in the same situation. Who the hell is going to score on these teams? Who's going to score on the Pacers? Who's going to score on the Lakers? It's going to be Siakam and Austin Reeves. So I'm not mad at it. Of course, Siakam's point line is going to be a bit inflated due to these injuries. It's set at 25.5, but in his last game, he put up 33. I'm not mad at it. Alternative rebounds at 10. Yeah, if you want to do a little Anthony Davis, put his rebounds down at 10 and parlay that with something, I'm not mad at it. So let me get back on track here. What I was saying about the Suns and Grizzlies, I think this game is gross, but I do like the Grizzlies in this one. The Suns, I just have no faith in. They were one of the worst covered teams in all the NBA last season. I think they may have been the worst. I could be mistaken, but guess what? This season, 1-3 straight up, 0-3-1 ATS. Those boys still haven't covered a game. Covered a game. I'm curious to see what the splits are on this bad boy. Yeah, it looks like the Grizzlies are going to love the over. Oh my God! So this is some crazy. This is like what you want to look at here. 52% of the bets are on the over. 48% of the bets are on the under. So the percentage of bets are pretty much same on both sides of the total. 91% of the bets are on the over at 241.5. That's interesting. I'm going to write that down. Guys. Grizzlies versus Suns. We're going to take the over strictly on those splits here. Over 241.5. Let's do it. I think this game could be a good player prop market game too. I think this is, like I said, I think this is the highest total of all the games on today's slate. And it's probably going to be a close game. What the line for this one is 1.5. So the blowout potential probably isn't there. It's the NBA, things happen. But let's see what some player prop options are for this game. We will get into Jazz Blazers. I do want to talk about that game. Low-key game of the night. No one's talking about Jazz Blazers. Low-key game of the night. Phoenix Suns. Thank you. All right. Let's see some Suns props. All we have is one. Jalen Green, 2+ 3-pointers against the Southwest Division. That's on a 8-game winning streak. It's juiced up at -148, but I do like that. Oops, what did I do? No, we do not want to go on DraftKings. That's the only streak player prop they have. Let's see if there's any Grizzlies. I feel like that's kind of hard to believe. Yeah, just Jalen Green, 2+ 3-pointer. So that's what I got for you guys if you're looking for a player prop. But let me see some other player props in this Suns Grizzlies game. I think we may see a big Ja game incoming, to be perfectly honest with you. Ooh, okay. So Ja's points is set at 25.5. He's only hit it once this season. In his last 3 games, he's failed to score over 23 points. Let's check out Jaren Jackson. Jaren Jackson hasn't scored 20 points yet this season. I kind of like Jaren Jackson over 20.5. When you see a guy, you look at his chart, his point chart, and it's all red. He's not getting over his point total last 6 games, and you see his total set high. There's a reason for that. Like I said, Jaren Jackson hasn't scored over 20 points in his last 5 games, but his line set at 20.5. We're adding that in there. I think this is a game we just kind of get weird. Guys. Over 20.5 points. I swear next show, this is going to be more pretty, though. You guys are probably looking at the screen like, man, what is this? That's what we're rolling with so far, guys. I think we got some winners in here. Okay. This is a nice little fun trend here. The Suns have lost the first quarter in 14 of their last 15 games. Phoenix, you have lost the first quarter in 14 of your last 15 games. It's actually pretty crazy to think about. Grizzlies first quarter money line added to the list. What game? Oh, yes. I wanted to talk about this game. Portland Trailblazers, Utah Jazz, Portland laying 2.5. So the Portland Trailblazers are my squad this season. They are my squad this season. We're going to make a ton of money with this team. Forget the Chauncey Billups bullshit. That don't matter. These boys don't care about that. These boys are playing for their livelihoods. These boys always play with a chip on their shoulder. Dog, favorite, it doesn't matter. Portland last season was one of my biggest money makers, and they're 2-2 straight up this season, but 4-0 ATS. We saw them smoke the Warriors earlier this season. It was a terrible spot for the Warriors. There were still dogs in that game. It was Warriors, Trailblazers. The game before that, the Warriors played an overtime game against the Nuggets, and the Portland Trailblazers were still dogs. This Portland team, we're going to get a ton of value all season long. And I honestly think that we are going to need to strike early because people are going to figure out about this Portland team. The public's going to get on them, and then the odds are going to adjust. So in these early Portland Trailblazers games, we got to attack and we got to be smart with them. This is an interesting one, though, because on the other side, you got a team that's very similar to the Portland Trailblazers and the Utah Jazz. 2-1 straight up, 3-0 ATS. I thought coming into the season, when I looked at all these teams' depth charts, I thought the Utah Jazz could have been the worst team in the whole NBA, just when it comes to a roster perspective. They have a winning record and they're 3-0 ATS. This team has something. They get rid of Colin Sexton. Maybe that helps. I don't know. Laurie seems like he's kind of back to balling. Walker Kessler is really coming into his game, it seems like. We're going to get to that Magic game, guys. We will talk about that Magic game. I'm still in the Portland Trailblazers. And maybe that's just because their team, and I'm trying not to be unbiased, but Danny Advija, however you pronounce his name, that kid is a dog. Take his over points tonight. Danny Advija, over points, probably my favorite play in this game. That dude does not get talked about enough. What's up, Jelly Smash Bros? That is a great name. This is kind of fun, bro. This is kind of fun doing this live streaming thing. I kind of like it. Yeah, Advija, that is that guy. Take his points tonight. I think it's, what is that? Let me see real quick. His points are at 21.5. Bro, that's so money. In his last 3 games, he put up 26 against the Warriors. He put up 23 against the Clippers. He put up 25 against the Lakers. We got a game where the total set at 235.5. It's going to be a high-scoring game. It's going to be a close game. Danny Avdija, that's another game. That's another play we got to tail together, guys. We got to tail that shit. He himself is a guy we're not going to be able to get these lines at all season long. And we got to take advantage of it. Danny Avdija over points. I love this NBA card too, man. I love this NBA card too, Justin. I hope you're doing well, brother. Yeah, it's true. Miles knows. Miles knows. Let's go. Let's go, Miles. Lock that shit in. Come on now. Come on now. Danny Avdija. I may have to give me a jersey. You know how I was writing the plays on this Google Doc? Should I just not do it? Is this pointless writing the plays here, guys? I think it's pointless. You guys know the plays. If I like it, like Danny Avdija over points, you will know. You will know. Let's see if he has any streaks here. Trailblazers. Let's type in Portland. Oh, yes. There he is. Of course he's on here. 23 plus points in road games on an 8-game winning streak. And that's 23 plus. His line set at 21.5 today. And he's playing against the Utah Jazz, which the Utah Jazz, I just gave them their flowers, but let's be real, they're not a great defensive team. Get a Sharp jersey? I might. Because as you guys know, I'm a Magic fan, and I've been hyping up the Magic, and we're about to get into that game. But am I disappointed? Yes. Am I disappointed? Yes. 1-3, 0-4 ATS. Woo. Oh no. Am I still on stream, guys? Am I still on stream? Okay, we are back. So I was walking around and I knocked my cord out. It took my monitor out. I thought I just ruined the stream. My first stream, I thought I ruined it. Yeah, look, the Magic I think still have, I think they're going to be fine, but I waited all season long. They got these new jerseys. I was all pumped. And the fact that they started off the season 1-3 and 0-4 ATS disappoints me. It disappoints me. His line for 20 is -107.5. All right, if you're talking about Danny Avdija, Miles, we are going to do 21.5 or 20.5, whatever it is. But let's get that thing closer to even odds. Let's not lay -175. Am I confident in the play? Of course I am. Of course I am. But -175 is it's a little tough there. Adding over 15 for Avdija. I assume you're talking about as a parlay piece. Not mad at it. Magic are winning today. Yeah, the line does tell you what you need to know. It does, but I need to see something from this team. I need to see something for the Orlando Magic, guys. Let's look at this injury report because I feel like Detroit's pretty healthy. Detroit's pretty damn healthy, right? Okay, Thompson's questionable. Levert's questionable. I'm on the Pistons. Here, guys. Yeah, the line definitely tells you to take the Magic here, but this is their second road game in a row. They just lost to the Sixers. They haven't covered a game. It's not like Detroit played last night. It's not like Detroit's on the back end of a back-to-back. I think Detroit's been the better team this season. I honestly think they're the better team, period. Or I actually think these teams are very comparable. But yeah, you're going to give me plus money with the Pistons at home here. I'm going to do it. Magic first game, now on a losing streak. Yeah, exactly. They beat the Heat. They barely scraped by that game, and now they look like dog water. And it makes me sad. It makes me sad. And as you guys see here, I got an FSU sign. I'm a Florida State fan and a Magic fan, and things just aren't going well right now. But what is going well is those Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Come on now. Going into the bye week, what, 6-2? Okay. Yeah, the Magic do have – I understand. The Magic do have the pieces, but I'm on the Pistons, guys. Let's check these splits. So it looks like when it comes to a spread perspective, that doesn't matter. Let's check out this money line chart here, which actually interests me a little bit. Money's coming in on the Pistons. Bets are coming in on the Pistons, but the handle is definitely favoring the Orlando Magic. So we are getting some big money on the Magic here. Look, We always say it on the PickDawgz morning show. I know some guys don't believe in it, but yes, I think line reading is important in sports betting. You need a line read. The line does tell you what you need to know sometimes. And does it tell you to take the Magic in this spot? Yes, but I don't care. I don't care, man. I'm on the Detroit Pistons. Taking the Pistons today. Let's see if there's any player props for this game. Pistons. All right. Desmond Bane, 5+ rebounds against the Central Division. He's gotten that in 15 straight games, which is actually crazy. That's actually crazy. The Pistons are a good rebounding team, but that looks pretty nice. Desmond Bane rebounds over 4.5 at -118. Like I said, a 15-game winning streak. Don't get me wrong, he's on a totally different team this season, so that switches things up. But I think that boy Desmond could get 4.5. And this is another situation where we talked about it earlier. Short spread. It's probably going to be a close game. Don't really see much of a blowout potential in this one. Starters will be playing late in this one. I like Desmond Bane over 4.5 rebounds. Brad, we know the Magic is too much for the Pistons to handle. I don't know. The Magic lost at home to the Chicago Bulls and the Atlanta Hawks. What are we doing here? And they lost to the damn Sixers. So I'm not sure if the Magic are too much for the Pistons. I'm not there yet with this team, man. Look, I'm going to be on the Pistons today. If the Magic win, I'll tip my cap. And I'll say, good job, fellas. We needed that one. But they're going to have to show me. Let's see. What other games? I'm not going to talk about hockey, guys. I'm not going to talk too much about hockey when I jump on these lives. I think it's going to be NBA. It's going to be college basketball. But specifically the NBA. I just love talking ball. I feel like the NBA and the NFL too, but the NBA, you could chat for days. Hey, my boy, welcome. Listen, Danny Advija over points. That is the play today. That's the play of the show. Every day we're going to have a play of the show, and Danny Advija is the play. So I appreciate you hopping on. You said you got your pencil and pad out. Write down Danny Advija over points. Let's do college ball. You guys really want to talk college ball right now? The games are rat meat. The games are rat meat, guys. You really want to talk college ball? I mean, we could talk college ball. Okay. Jacksonville State, Middle Tennessee, FIU, Missouri State. You guys wanted to talk college ball, so we're going to talk college ball. So I made the video on FIU, Missouri State. Guys, I don't know how I feel about this FAU team. Did I say FAU? Sorry, FIU. Florida International, the Panthers. I don't know how I feel about this FIU team. They're ass. Like, don't get me wrong. They're not a good team, but we saw them go into Western Kentucky, win that game 25-6. We saw them go into Penn State. I know Penn State's not that great, and they covered that spread as well. On the road this season, they've actually been pretty damn competitive. They also won a game against FIU by 10 points, and they were a 1.5 favorite in that game. So that's the thing about FIU. Have they shown life? Have they shown that they could be competent in some spots? They have. But then there's also some really bad losses on this team's resume. What Kennesaw State did to them last week, brutal. You lost 51-10 to UConn. You get smoked by Delaware by 22 points. So what do we think about this FIU team? Oh, we do have World Series. Oh, we'll talk about some World Series. But what do we think about this FIU team, guys? And now you got Missouri State, a team that just got put in the FBS. This was a FCS school team last year, guys. And they're playing some good ball, but let's be real. You look at Missouri State's wins this season, you beat UT Martin, that don't count. You beat Middle Tennessee, terrible team, dog water team. It was a road win, though. And then you beat New Mexico State on the road as well, a bad team. So, yes, Missouri State, 4-3 straight up, 4-3 ATS. I thought they've actually surprised me this season coming from the SCS. But am I ready to lay over a field goal with them? So that's why this game is tough. Are you on or off the train? I'm off the train right now, man. Oh, you're talking about the Blue Jays train. Oh, we'll talk about the Blue Jays. But I'm on FIU, and I made the video on this game. I gave out FIU. I may regret it. I'm not going to bet it. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I'm not going to bet this game. Let's check out the splits for this one. This game is shit, guys. I can't believe you guys have me talking about this. You got me talking about this college football slate. So it looks like 69% of the bets are on Missouri State, and 72% of the handle is on Missouri State. So the people aren't agreeing with my play. I do like Middle Tennessee plus the points. What are we on, guys? Are we on Missouri State or FIU? You tell me. Let's go back to the NBA. Honestly, I'm telling you, Danny Avdija over points. Yeah, I think I'm done talking about college football. Like, these games are ass, guys. I do lean Middle Tennessee plus 3.5. I think that thing opened up at Middle Tennessee plus 5.5, and now it's all the way down to 3.5. Middle Tennessee needs a win. This is a team that's 1-6, and they're playing a 3-4 or 4-3 Jacksonville State team. I think Middle Tennessee gives them some fight in this game. That's all I'm going to leave you with. I lean Middle Tennessee. I'm not betting either of these college football games. I'm honestly all in on the NBA today. I like the NBA. I have a 3-pack up for sale on the side. It's 3 NBA plays. I really like the NBA today. But let's talk about the World Series. Why not? Why not? We got the Dodgers minus 207 in this one, and then the total set at 8. I mean, this World Series, I don't know about you guys, it's been pretty hard to bet on because it's like, all right, you can't really take the Dodgers at minus 200. They're basically been minus 200 every game. I think they were like minus 150 in game 1, and I actually took them. I laid that juice in game 1, and the Blue Jays smacked that ass. And, now every game they're minus 200. So it's like either Blue Jays or no bet. In this game, I like Blue Jays plus 1.5. That's how I would play it. If you like the plus money, if you got the cojones on you, do it. Maybe a half unit bet on the Blue Jays money line. I'm not mad at that. Is it kind of hard for me to see the Blue Jays win another one in LA back-to-back nights? A little bit. But don't get me wrong. Blake Snell's pitching on the mound for the Dodgers. What happened when Blake Snell pitched in game 1? The Blue Jays made his life hell. Yeah, he didn't give up a ton of runs, but what they did was they consistently put guys on base. They didn't strike out much. They got his pitch count up very high, very early. And that's what this Blue Jays team does. And that could give problems to a guy like Blake Snell, who was so dominant this whole postseason. He plays his Blue Jays team, and he really came down to earth. So I think this is a really interesting game. I think this is a game that the Blue Jays could win outright. If it was up to me as a guy who is a little bit safer, sometimes I wish I would take a bit of a risk more on these money lines, but I will pay up to minus 120 for the plus 1.5 with the Blue Jays. And I also think the over is a good play. I just think this is an over series. I mean, these two lineups are just absolutely spectacular. We've seen both these bullpens get used in all of these games so far in this series. I mean, there was an 18-inning game a couple nights ago, guys. So it's probably a game where they're going to have to keep Blake Snell in for an extended amount of time. Trey Savage, rookie, pressure spot. I think the Dodgers score. So, guys, I'm on the Blue Jays plus 1.5, and I'm on the over here. I said all that just to say that, pretty much. Yeah, man. I feel like the PickDawgz show. Shout out Jay Break. Shout out Chris Ruffalo. This is a Blue Jays program. Is the Dodgers burnt out? Interesting. Blake Snell is back home. No, that's a good point. He was pitching in Toronto in that game. He got smacked out. But, man, how could you lay minus 200 with the Dodgers? And, we're not betting run lines in the World Series. That just seems silly. When I mean run lines, I mean minus 1.5. So, yeah, guys, I'm on the Blue Jays plus 1.5, and I'm going to be on the over as well. Let's see if there's any let's see what we got here. So if you guys want to use these betting tools, boom, website. Hey, check out your boy, though. Check out your boy. Little flex. 16-5 over the last 30 days in the NFL. Bang, bang. Got the 7 free picks video up. I don't know who posted that there. But shout out you for giving your boy some exposure there. But what you want to do, guys, if you want to use these tools, boom. So let's say we want to use the betting tools for the MLB. We're going to click the MLB section under free picks. Of course, you got your articles. Look at that boy, Ron. Killing it. That's my guy, man. Shout out Ron Romanelli. So boom, we're on the MLB page. Now we got MLB home, we got the standings, we got recent winners, we got player props, we got players, stats, parlays, streaks, we got the scoreboard. That's what I was just at for the NBA. Let's check out matchup. I don't know why it's taking so long to load here. So I'm gonna have to have a talk with the betting tools guys. So this pulls up for the MLB, and it's a bunch of great information. For some reason, it wasn't pulling up for the NBA. I'm gonna have to have a talk with the fellas, because if we could get all this information on the website for the NBA, that would be great. Like, look at all these trends and facts. This is beautiful. I'm not gonna read them all, but it's pretty cool. Mookie Betts, 1+ hit in home games against the Blue Jays. That's on a 13-game win streak. -230 though. Ugh. I mean, you can throw that on a parlay if you want. Same with Vladdy. Like, I feel like if you parlay these up, it's a square ass parlay. Every betting expert would tell you not to do this, but if you parlay Vladdy to get a hit and Mookie to get a hit, Mookie to get a hit, I feel like you're looking pretty good there. Ernie Clement over a hits at -159. He's had a hit in 10 straight games. The Toronto Blue Jays covering the run line as an underdog, has hit in 5 straight games. Blake Snell, 8+ strikeouts and home starts, 4-game winning streak. His line set at 6.5. I'm not there yet with Blake Snell. I love Blake Snell. He's honestly one of my favorite pitchers. But after watching that game 1, bro, I just don't think it's not a walk in the park. I don't think he's going to get out here and start throwing a bunch of Ks. Let's see. Yeah, shout out to Go Mitch Wilson for creating the betting tools. Do you guys know about the betting tools? Like, because this show is supposed to give like some exposure to the betting tools. We got to use them more. We put a lot of work into them. They're great. I think we're going to continue to get better with the betting tools. And I think I'm going to be a big part of that. I'm going to give the guys some feedback, because like I said, if we can have all this info for the NBA games, that would be incredible. I mean, look at this shit, man. Like, I don't like some of this stuff I don't even know. But yeah. Let's see. What else could we find here? I don't know, but my play is Blue Jays +1.5 in the over. It's as simple as that. Let's see. Do I want to do anything else? I know this. Oh, the parlay builder. Should we go cook up a little NBA parlay? And honestly, guys, I'm learning these tools myself. I should have did a little bit more practice. Your boy's been a bit busy. But let's see, man. So this is the parlay that PickDawgz just cooked for us. $10 pays out $139. So what would that be? Plus 1,030, I believe. Is that right? That'd be plus 1,030. So they like the Pistons +1.5. I'm with you. The Magic have failed to cover the spread in each of their last 6 games. I like the Pistons. Over 235.5. Each of the Jazz's last 8 home games against the Western Conference has gone over the total point line. Not mad at that. I do think that's a higher scoring game. FIU, Missouri State, under 50.5. Like I said, guys, I don't have a play in that game, but not mad at it. And then the Cavs. I do like the Cavs today. I'm going to keep it real. I like the Cavs. So that's a little parlay. Like, you could literally just go here and they will tell you different parlay leagues. Like, if you didn't like the Pistons today, you could click that, boom, money line, and it'll give you a trend why the betting tools like it. Like, it just keeps going. It's great. It's fantastic. Same with yeah. So that's a little parlay. You guys can check out the parlay tools. Let's see. Hell yeah. So it sounds like you guys do use the betting tools, which is great. And we're going to keep getting them better for you guys. And I'm going to continue to make this show better. I think that's going to do it. I just want to go full screen for a second. I appreciate all you guys who tuned into this show. I really didn't know if anyone was going to tune in, to be perfectly honest with you. I didn't really promote it or anything. But I feel like the viewership has kind of been steady. So I appreciate you guys. I'm going to make this show better. I know it was very hodgepodge. Like, look at my ass, bro. I gotta document with all these plays. Like, oh, sorry. I forgot we're not on Hey, bro, look at this shit, bro. I really came on here and just started typing in the document. Like, it's going to get better. It's going to get better. But yeah, man. So check out the betting tools, man. Danny Advija over points. That is the play of the show. I know we got a ton of people writing that today. Let's go, Danny Advija. Let's go, Danny Advija. And right now, I'm going to do this show on Wednesday. I may try to do it more days because I actually have fun. I actually kind of like doing this. This is kind of fun. Yeah, shout out. Obviously, I'm not a D-backs fan, but this hat, I just think it's fresh. I like the throwback logo of the D-backs. Halftime NFL shows. I'm going to talk to my boy Ron, my boy Jay, Chris Ruffalo. Make sure that would be cool. But I think we could do like Thursday night football halftime show, Sunday night football halftime show, Monday night football halftime show. I feel like that would be pretty easy. I think we need to bring that back. And I got to get sharp with my halftime plays because I know if I come on here and give out halftime plays, you guys are going to be counting on me. How many plays do I got today for purchase? Yeah, guys. So, of course, premiums, got those locked in every day. We're coming off 3 straight winning days. 2 0-1 on Sunday, 2-1 on Monday, and I went 2-1 yesterday. So we're starting to heat up. I got a 3-pack in the NBA. I got my 3 best NBA plays over at the site. And of course, I got my pick of the day, $25 over at the site. Use promo code PICK at checkout for 15% off. I would love to have you guys on and make some money. I like literally, bro, my life is this. Like all I do is grind on this. Like it's what I love. So if you want a guy in your corner who like this is all he does, like I got you, bro. And I'm going to try my hardest. I'm going to do whatever I can to win you games. So I just want to say that. Oh, yeah. We can add guess and other cappers. Yep, I think so. Well, I appreciate you guys, man. That's going to do it. Have a great Wednesday. Danny Advija over points. If you just joined in, that's the play for the show today. Danny Advija, Portland Trailblazers, going against Utah Jazz over points. Let's make it a winning day, guys. I'll catch you on the next one.